What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Had to jump on here real fast. What can the WNBA do to get their playoff ratings back up? What can they do to get those playoff ratings back up to win to similar numbers that Caitlin Clark had the numbers at? And guys, it's simple. One of my favorite shows to watch during the NBA season is Inside the NBA. And I think the WNBA can learn from what Inside the NBA does, as well as NBA Countdown on ESPN does. At the end of the regular season, guys, what do those two shows do? Those two shows, Inside the NBA and ESPN Countdown, they bring on players who are no longer in the playoffs. So y'all know where I'm going with this. The WNBA needs to make sure that every game that's on for the playoffs moving forward until the end of the season, they need to bring on Caitlin Clark either as a pregame and halftime analyst or either as a courtside analyst, not a play-by-play, but a color commentary. Her fans want to see her. And like I told y'all in the previous video, you can't force these other players down Caitlin Clark fans' throats. They just not going to do it. And guys, we see where the Las Vegas Aces game, they just released the ratings. 929,000 viewers, which is great until you look at that Caitlin Clark's first game against the Sun peaked at 3.2 million viewers. So now, just like all of her fans said that if she ain't playing, we ain't watching. And now we see the Asia Wilson comments that got leaked about Paige Becker. And now we talking about white privilege and all this kind of stuff. It's like the WNBA has gone back to everything that made people not watch at the level they were watching when Caitlin Clark was playing. And guys, I'm not going to get into what people said about the fans. That's on another video that I got. You guys will see my playlist for Caitlin Clark on the card when you get to the end of the video. But why not have Caitlin Clark come back and do color commentary, or either have her be a pre-halftime and post-game analyst? That's the way you'll get her fans back. You want to care about the ratings. We see the story that what she said when she was going to all these away games and it was sold out. What's the first thing she asked? Is it any way the home team can get a portion of this revenue? And they had to tell her no, because it's not collectively bargained. She was trying to get the other team paid. So she's clearly looking out for the health of the league, because she knows she's not going to be successful unless the rest of the league can keep her fans engaged when she's not watching. Right? Why is it that Draymond Green is where he is right now? Because inside the NBA, when he and Chuck started going back and forth with each other, inside the NBA said, well, look, if he's not in the playoffs, bring him on, let him talk. That kept the Golden State fans interested when they weren't in the playoffs. We got to do the same thing with Caitlin Clark. They should, but ESPN, ABC, they hate Caitlin Clark so much that they don't want to see her there. They want to prove that this model can work without her. And guys, I can tell you like this, it's just not going to happen. Caitlin Clark is the reason for all the growth. That doesn't make her bad. That just makes her influential. You guys remember a post she made where she was commentating for a baseball game that was on. What did MLB get down in the comments and do? They said, look, man, if this thing get to a certain amount of likes, we'll bring you on to commentate for one of our games. And it got to that certain amount. It got to that certain amount of likes. So guys, they need to do this with Caitlin Clark. Keep her fans interested so that they're not waiting. I'm seeing so many things on Twitter about telling Caitlin Clark to go play overseas so they can try to watch those games online and stuff like that. And if the WNBA was smart, guys, this is exactly what they would do. Get her involved in this post-game, just like 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes had her on. Did y'all see the ratings for that 60 Minutes interview? Caitlin Clark was on the 60 Minutes interview shooting her logo 3. The girl knows what she has, and she just wants to help the other people in the league get there too. But the WNBA got to get out of his own way, because right now you sitting on a gold mine. You got the goose that laid the golden egg, and every business owner knows. Most businesses don't have this opportunity. Ride that wave. Get her back on TV so that you bring these millions of customers back, because otherwise y'all gonna go right back to what y'all were doing, which was not having the impact that you had all season while she was playing. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about Caitlin Clark, right? The ESPN and ABC bringing her back color commentary, or bringing her back pre-halftime and post-game, okay? Because, guys, at the end of the day, Last season, when South Carolina won the national championship, Aaliyah Boston was back doing was actually on the pregame and postgame show. This thing works, so bring Caitlin Clark back too, man. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something, man? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm gonna holler.